Welcome to the Warriors of Light podcast, where we interview other warriors of light, people who are up to big things and making a positive impact in the world. Welcome to the Warriors of Light podcast. Today we have a very special guest, Mike Knudsen, and he is doing some big things in the world. Mike, I have your bio here. I know I could read it and let everybody know what you're doing, but I want to hear in your words what you're up to in helping people to really be able to step out of PTSD and some of the traumas and stresses, based on their past experiences and how to really live the life that they love. So, love to hear in your perspective, what is the work that you're doing with people?
So I am a trauma resilience specialist, and I empower veterans to overcome their trauma through NLP, MER, hypnotherapy, and other techniques to get into the positive mindset, get into positivity, and making the life that they deserve.
Yeah, I really love this. I know you have a past story of how this has helped you, and we'll get into that in just a moment. But first, I just want to ask you, why NLP? Why hypnosis? Why are the techniques that you're using? How are they more effective, or how are they effective in helping people overcome PTSD?
For myself as a veteran of 21 years, uh, these tools and techniques help me the best. So I want to pass that on to other people, other veterans, other first responders. Um, the reason why I'm doing this is to honor the brothers and sisters that's taken their own lives prior to today. And I just want to honor them and help as many people as I can get over their trauma, get over their PTSD.
Yeah, I think the work that you're doing is so honorable. One of the things that I've often thought about and reflected on are it takes the bravest souls and the bravest people to be able to go into those situations where there's death and trauma, and to be able to put their own lives at risk many times, to be able to save other people and for a bigger cause. And I think that it's really sad when some of those traumas then impact the people's lives who were there to serve and to help others. So thank you so much for the work that you're doing. I think that it's really important in the world. And I'd love to hear a little bit about your story. You're a veteran and you've struggled with PTSD. Share with us what that was like for you and what you did to be able to step into loving your life again and releasing some of these traumas.
So for me, I've been overseas twice. I've had PTSD, anxiety, depression. I've gone down the path of suicidal thoughts, suicidal plans, um, almost into the suicidal actions as well. But there's one person that kind of stopped me from doing that, and I didn't want to have their last thoughts of me committing suicide or killing myself. So I turned to other methods like NLP to uh, basically get a better mindset of uh, being more positive, being uplifting, being around like-minded people as well. Because if you're going to be to the aspect of at least the closest 5 people in your life. So if they're more negative people, you're going to be negative as well. So if you go with positive people, you're going to, raise your vibration to that positivity as well.
Yeah, and I think this is a big struggle because a lot of people that are dealing with PTSD, and this is my perspective, is that people, especially that have served and have been either first responders or are veterans, sometimes feel like people can't relate to them, like they're alone in their struggles and their problems. Is that how you felt at one time?
Yes, I felt like I was. by myself. Couldn't talk to anybody because they didn't experience it. They wouldn't understand where I was coming from. The flashbacks and visions that I've had, uh, just thought it would burden them. So I was like, all right, I can't talk to family and friends. Um, I did go see, therapists and stuff like that, but for myself, that didn't uh, work for me. Um, so, like I said, NLP and MER kind of did the biggest impact on me, and then also energy work too also helped relieve some of that uh, trapped energy.
Yeah, well, I think it's really important that people understand that there is more than one method to be able to deal with PTSD, and to know that there are other people out there that have used those methods and have been successful. And I know for you, you've shared with me in the past that the thing that really inspired you to get into this work and start sharing this message was you actually had a friend who took his life, because he wasn't able to find the relief from the PTSD that he was experiencing. So, is there anything you want to speak into about that?
Yes, I mean that was the final straw for me, and I was just like, I have to do something to stop that number, that 21 uh, veterans killing themselves per day. I needed to do something to minimize that number, that statistic, uh, to hopefully also get over the stigma of getting help, which I know help has a negative word to it. So uh, for myself, I just empower people uh, to live their life instead of using that negative word of help.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry about the loss of your friend, and I'm really grateful that you decided to do something about it to help those who are in that situation where they feel like things are just too hard to handle. And I'd love for you to share just a little bit about what these tools or techniques are. Is there anything that you could share if there's somebody listening right now that's been struggling, maybe therapy hasn't been working for them, or maybe they've been feeling alone in this endeavor? What would be the things that you would share with them to help them take those next steps towards recovery?
The the biggest is probably going to be MER, which is mental and emotional release, which helps you release your limiting beliefs, your emotional baggage, and move on towards better things in your life and all aspects of your life. Um, it could be career, family, physical health. I mean, there's 6 areas of your life that it could improve on.
Yeah, and I the thing that you're saying that really strikes me, I think therapy definitely has its place and it's useful for some people. And what I've noticed is therapy is often focused on what happened in the past. And from what I'm hearing from you, the techniques that you use and the things that you're teaching people are really future focused. So, what is the life that you're wanting to create? How do you feel like you can love your life? How do you step into this place where you aren't reliving the past all the time, but focusing on the future that you want to create? So I really like that perspective. So with if there's somebody that's listening right now and they're saying, wow, I've been struggling with this, I really want to learn more about this, what are the next steps for them? Can they get a hold of you? Do you have a website? Where can they go to find out more about this and get the help that they're seeking?
Yes, they can schedule with me for a free one-on-one call. It's schedule with me today, and you go on my calendar, make an appointment, and it's a free 30-minute conversation. See if we align with each other, see if I could assist you, or even uh, if I can't, I know a bunch of other people. Maybe I can do to those people as well.
Yeah. Could you say that link one more time? I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to hear that.
Yes, it's schedule with me dot today.
Okay, schedule with me dot today. Yeah, and I would really encourage if you feel called and you're listening to this, that you take Mike up on that offer. That's very generous of you, Mike. I know that you have a family, you have a job, there's things that you're doing, and this is something that you feel passionate enough about that you're actually taking your time to have conversations with people. And at the very least, it's having a conversation with somebody that understands what you're struggling with, that understands what you're going through, and it really takes away that piece that nobody gets it or that you have to struggle alone. So definitely, if you're listening to this, whatever way this is reaching you, there's a reason, and take Mike up on that offer. So Mike, for you, as you were getting using these techniques and stepping into the space of learning how to love your life, share with us, what are some of the things that you love about your life now? What is possible for somebody when they're able to release the traumas and really focus on creating the life that they love?
It's a lot of endlessness. There's nothing that I can imagine that I cannot do. I mean, there's releasing the baggage, the trauma that I occurred held me back, and then releasing this, there's you know sunlight in the horizon. There's joy, happiness. Um, yeah, anything I can think of, I can do.
I love that, and that's so true. Anything that you think of, you can do, and there are unlimited possibilities, and it really is possible to get to that space, even if you've had a traumatic experience in your past, even if you've struggled with PTSD. Um, Mike, what else is on your heart that you would like to share in this moment? Is there anything that you feel like it's important for people to know or for people to hear that are listening to this right now?
Yes, that you're not alone. There's over a billion people on this planet, and you're not the only one that's going through these issues, these traumas, these emotions. So reach out, get help. If it's not with me, with somebody, I just want people to get help and know that they are not alone.
Thank you so much, Mike, for the work that you're doing, for the hope that you're bringing to people, for your message that, none of us are alone, that we're all in this together, and that there is somebody that you can talk to or reach out to for help if you're feeling like there's no hope or no possibility. Just start with that step. Just reach out and just at least have a conversation with somebody. Know that you aren't alone. So thank you so much, Mike. I've really appreciated having you on here. And again, I just from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the work that you've done first and foremost on yourself to be able to really learn the tools to help you create this hope, this light in your life, this feeling that it's limitless possibilities. And then for having the courage to create the space and time to share this message with other people out there, so that you can have what you desire. You can have the life that you want. You don't have to be a victim to the circumstances anymore. You don't have to be the victim to your traumas. You can triumph over them. You can live your life and create what you want. So thank you again, Mike. Make sure and schedule an appointment with Mike if this has resonated with you at all. And until next time, this is Maya Rose, and stay tuned for the next Warriors of Light podcast.